been a while, like a really long time since I've legitimately like filmed myself talking. So like I'm sorry. I just wanted to put something out because I was really bored this weekend and I was like, hey, you know, like why not just talk about something in front of a camera and see where that takes you, because that's what I did 6 years ago, and I thought that it would take me places, but it didn't. So let's try again. I wanted to talk about like, I don't know, what's the cool emo thing to do on the internet. Just maybe I want to talk about bands, because that's all I ever seem to talk about. It really is. It's kind of embarrassing, actually. I don't really have any topics of conversation that are not music related. So that's what this is going to be about. You know, first upload in years, and this is what it's going to be about. So, I listen to basically it's all the same stuff. My favorite band for the past few years has been Circus Survive. I love Circus Survive. Damn it, man. I don't like this camera because it doesn't have a thing. Circus Survive wall tag. I got that at the Japan 10-year anniversary. I'm a dumb fanboy. I cried a lot that night. I feel like this isn't a very flattering angle. The way that I'm filming this now is my camera's on my desk, and then I don't have like that little flippy screen. It's just the lens. So I put a mirror behind the camera to see myself, but I don't really see myself. So if this looks awful, I'm sorry. So as I was saying, my favorite band is Circus Survive. I have loved them since I was 16, since I was really little. And then, like, now it's crazy. Like, my whole being. I have a Returner vinyl right here. I don't even own a record player. But it came in the VIP bundle. One day I'll be able to play it. Okay, I'm getting carried away. I listen to a lot of artists. I like to send people bands because that's like my purest friendship offering. If I want to be your friend, I'll send you a good song or album, and if you don't listen to it, then that's kind of like you personally rejecting me, so we can't be friends. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna start. I don't like public speaking. I think other than Circus Survive, my like next favorite band is The Devil Wears Prada, and I've gotten into them so recently, like literally end of February, and it only took me like a couple weeks to say that they're my second favorite band now. I don't know, they're so cute, and I know that nobody cares about them anymore really, but I still care about them, and I think they're wonderful. Other than that, I'm going through my iTunes here because there's literally a lot. This is all kind of recent stuff that I've gotten to either this year, so 3 months of this year, or 2015. Other than Circus Survive, I listen to Anthony Green, who's the lead singer of Circus Survive, also the vocalist for some of Seos and stuff. His solo stuff is amazing. It changed my life. And I'm not usually like the type to listen to that, like, you know, like calm indie, folky type stuff, but Anthony Green's solo stuff, I like lay in bed crying to like Dear Child, and I'm just like, oh my god, this man has ruined my life. Anyway, I really like August Burns Red, another band that I've gotten into recently. August Burns Red is super, not down a lot of people's alleys, but they make me, I don't know, they're very uplifting for me. I really love Rescue and Restore. That is That is my go-to album for August Primitive. And then off of that album, I really just love the entire album. But if I had to be specific, I would say Spirit Breaker, because I cannot listen to that song without crying. I literally cannot. Otherwise, Provision's great, Count It All As Lost, Beauty and Tragedy, Animals, Echoes. I love that album. Off of other random albums, the first song I ever listened to by August Burns was Meddler. I really love Meddler. What else is good? Martyr, Vanguard, Carpe Diem. Carpe Diem changed my life. Truth of a Liar changed my life. And yeah, that's just some recommendations. I love this band named Balance and Composure. They've been like my life since grade 11. And the Separation album is like really the only thing that will make me cry. I mean, they make me cry, but their 2013 album wasn't nearly as great as Separation, and I will just always hold Separation near and dear in my heart. Other than that, sometimes I jam to Between the Buried and Me. I got into them very recently, so I don't know enough about them, but I like them. Enter Shikari are my children. I love Enter Shikari so much. I'm seeing them live again soon. I've seen them live before. They're amazing live. They have a really unique style of music. I really love. My favorite song by them is Solidarity. A Flash Flood of Color. The entire album is amazing. Their last year's release is kind of, I mean, it's good, but it's like Flash Flood of Color is just the thing. And then Take to the Skies is just, I love Take to the Skies because it reminds me of a simpler time. I also like this band called Hail the Sun. They sound a lot like Circus Survive, except a little bit like angrier. And the vocalist sounds so much like Anthony Green, it scares me. Just keep going. I'm getting nervous. A Lot Like Birds. A Lot Like Birds is amazing. They have a really unique sound. The album Conversation Piece. I know I say this about every artist, but Conversation Piece changed my life. If you listen to Truly Random Code, A Satire of a Satire of a Satire is Tiring. I don't have the entire album on my iTunes because for some reason when I was putting my music from my desktop to here, not all of it went through. But Tantrum is also good, and the Blowtorch is applied to the sugar. I think that's the type. Something about a blowtorch is amazing. But Truly Random Code and Who I Ledge are my favorite songs by A Lot Like Birds. Let's keep going. Motionless in White. I mean, that's kind of a staple. Creatures is good. When Love Met Destruction is good. Not really too big on their newer stuff. My favorite band used to be Pierce the Veil. Literally, for like 3 years of my life, they were like my entire world. And then one day I'm just like, you know what, I don't care about Pierce the Veil anymore. And it's really sad that I don't care about them anymore, but I don't know. Sometimes I'll listen to like The Boy Who Could Fly and I'll be like, oh my god, this takes me back. But I don't know, they're releasing a new album in May and I can't get hyped. It's sad when that happens. Another good band that I just feel the need to mention, even though they're not, together anymore, is The Receiving End of Sirens. I think they've only put out 2 albums, I could be wrong. I like Planning a Prison Break, Rival Psycho, Pale Blue Dot. There were others, but they're not on my iTunes. Epilogue is good. Epilogue makes me cry, even though it's like the same 7 words being repeated over and over. That song just hits me right in the honeymoon feelings. Oh my god, I forgot to mention, I'm going down like by alphabetical order, so that's why this is so exciting. Seosin. So because my entire soul is Circus Survive, I pretty much listen to like anything that Anthony Green is affiliated with, so Seosin. And he was the vocalist in Translating the Name, which came out in 2003, and he left the band after that. But now, this year, Seosin releasing an album in May that has Anthony Green on vocals, and I'm so excited. I'm really about to cry. Like, they released this track a few days ago, and I listened to it like 20 times, and it was so good. But Seosin's, like, all their albums are good. 2006 self-titled is good. In Search of Solid Ground. I like some songs off of that, but I think as a whole it's pretty solid. Oh my god, Senses Fail. Senses Fail is another recent of mine. They're so beautiful. My favorite album by them is Life Is Not a Waiting Room. Even though I hate listening to that album because it makes me so sad, but it's so good. Lungs Like Gallows, Garden State, Hair of a Dog, 4 Years. I can't listen to 4 Years without crying. Alley for Cody is beautiful. I cannot listen to Yellow Angel without crying. And the first song that I ever heard by them was The Irony of Dying on Your Birthday, and I listened to that for like a week straight. It was amazing. Renacer is beautiful. Renacer is like when you listen to it, and if you're having like a really rough time, you'll be like, oh my god, I feel so much better. Like the world wants me here. That's the kind of feeling you get from Renacer. Silverstein is another staple. What can I say? Discovering the Waterfront. Everyone is gonna say that. I really like the song To Live and To Lose off of their 2013 This Is How the Wind Shifts. Recently I know they're not a band anymore, but I've heard Texas in July, Bloodwork. That album is so good. It changed my life. Tides of Man is also good if you like that kind of Circus Survive-y sound. I don't know. Tiger's Jaw is good. Chemicals and Whatnot. And I think my iTunes doesn't really go into a lot more. I have a guilty pleasure for All Time Low. I'm sorry. Like this whole video was filled with like decent bands, and then I just said All Time Low, and I feel like this whole video is ruined now. Anyways, I hope to keep uploading content if I know what to talk about. Otherwise, it's just gonna be kind of random. But hopefully this was enjoyable. Hopefully you're gonna listen to some songs and they'll change your life. Or you can just be like, what's wrong with you? You're so emo. Comment on the video saying which of these emo songs are the best, or if you listen to any of the albums or artists that I've mentioned. Oh my god, I never gave recommendations for The Devil Wears Prada. I'm sorry, what is wrong with me? Anyways, okay, this is so important. This is so important. My favorite album by Circus Survive is Violent Waves. But like, if you put on anything by them, I would literally sit there and start crying. Violent Waves is amazing. I love every song on Violent Waves. I love Your Turn Up too. Decensus is amazing. Blue Sky Noise is amazing. On Letting Go is amazing. Even their demos are amazing. I have so many of their demos on here. Airplane Dance, At a Loss, Blank Slate, 100 Steps, and then Devil Wears Prada. Oh my god, Devil Wears Prada. Literally, it made me so happy. The first song that I really fell in love with from them was Kansas, off the Dead Throne album. It's just kind of like this instrumental, but it's Dead Throne's good. My favorite album by them is Plagues. My favorite song by them is HTML Rules Dude. I love that title. I love all of the titles on Plagues. Goats on a Boat is amazing. Number 3, Hey John, Reptar, The Scorpion, Dead Philosophy Goes is amazing too. With Roots Above and Branches Below came shortly after Plagues, and it's so good. I Hate Buffering, Assistant to the Regional Manager, Danger Wildman, Wapacalypse, Give Me Half Louder Than Thunder. I love Zombie EP. 818 is beautiful. Sailor's Prayer, Black and Blue, Transgress. Yeah. I love Dear Love. Wait, where's Dear Love? Yes. Modify the Pronunciation, Texas is South. Who speaks Spanish? Colon quesadilla. Dogs Can Grow Beards All Over, and Gauntlet of Solitude. This video has so much content in it. I'm so emo. Okay, hopefully I don't just mix it on the internet even, because I'm so, you know, withdrawn. Anyways, hope you have enjoyed, and let me know if you listen to any of these, and hopefully I'll be back. Thank you so much.